Hi, welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophia, pilot into the Universe of Chinese. Let's continue our sort of like a contemporary Chinese expressions, the hot new expressions recently invented in the culture. Okay, especially today's invention called the 大龄女. It's totally ageism and gender, like sexism, written big, bold in this Chinese expression. So race is not a big issue in China because China is a highly homogeneous racially, like 99% are Han. So this, then age and gender are the major way of discriminations exhibit in China and displayed in this expression. 大龄, talking about age, right? And girl. So apparently big age girl is a thing because we don't really have 大龄男, that expression. So 大龄女, big age girl simply means when a woman reach a certain age that's considered a big age, means older than, typically it's 35 years old, okay? The reason why 35 years old is because 35 was considered kind of like a prime time as a reproductive member of the society, like a woman, the best reproducing birth-giving age is before 35. After that, it's going to be a cliff drop of, the chances of getting pregnant, all that. So women, as a function of the society, to reproduce the next generation, like if they don't even get pregnant by 35, and of course, by that time, it's like not get married, not get children by 35 would be considered 大龄女 in Chinese culture. Okay. 大, big. This concept came from this almost look like a starfish human figure. When you spread out all four limbs in four directions, kind of increase the biggest span of your reach spatially. That's one expression. That's one I settled first. But then I discovered when it paired with another character, 小, which is the opposite meaning. The 小 also have this thing, except 小 have this two sides separated as this. And then instead of having a horizontal line, kind of combine the two together, 小 has a vertical line, kind of separated into two pieces. So to my understanding, big or small are all in relative terms. When we say big or small, it's judging against an unsaid but commonly culturally accepted standard or norm. In this case, 大龄女 would be roughly 35 years old. So when you say 大, it means bigger, or more grammatically correctly is older than 35. That will be considered 大龄女. That's even if it speaks in relative term, absolute term. Actually, it always is a relative term. When we say 大, it's bigger than. So this bigger than was created by combining. So the horizontal line, we can regard it as a binder. So bind the two pieces of something, right? Anything, into one. So it's double the size or quantity of something versus 小, it means separate something, one unit into two. That means half something. So this doubling something means something is guaranteed to be bigger than the original thing, right? So that's the construct of big. Okay, 龄, we have. Okay, this is Chinese way to say teeth, actually. Isn't that a very visual way to draw teeth? Very, very visual. Because this box shape with up to the corner, that means the mouth. And when we have this little kind of M shape, the jaw, only two teeth that draw the outline of the teeth and have both on the top and at the bottom. That means upper and lower teeth combined, all the teeth. That's a very interesting visual way to represent teeth, right? I mean, it's not surprising. If you're a language creator, if you already have a mouth symbol, how are you going to express teeth? Would be something close to that, except I probably put a W like inside. I mean, as a child drawing the teeth, right? You will have this mouse, this box symbol, and then you will have the M at the bottom and the W on the top, right? Within, because here is not to be exactly realistic depicting, but conceptually you can see, okay, that's bottom teeth, that's upper teeth, even if spatially it's not located in the right, it looks like on your lips, right? It should be inside the mouth, kind of facing down, right? But language have the creativity, I mean, the flexibility to represent something abstractly enough and close enough, and also have to consider the economy of language, of writing. If you write a W inside, it will be make the inside of the mouth too crowded. But you write another M on the top, maybe express the upper teeth, but it's not exactly the same, but people get it, it's teeth. Now we have foot symbol on top of the teeth. That's a weird thing. Like, why you have foot above your teeth? To me, the whole thing actually means teeth. The foot symbol is because this is the big toe, this is the 3 middle toes, and then this is pinky toe connected to the sole. So that's the abstraction. Use only 3 upward pointing vertical lines to mean the whole, to represent the whole foot. So why foot? Plus this visual representation of teeth, mouthful of teeth together, it means it sounds like a it means teeth again. So why you have foot? What's the foot in there? Well, I guess one way that I have to, if I have to explain it away, is because each single standing teeth, because here it's talking about the location and how overall it looks like. But when we want to talk about a single standing teeth, if we draw teeth, the tooth actually, if we draw a tooth by itself, it's hard to see because we don't see the context. When we see just a single tooth by itself, it's like, what is that thing, right? Only by drawing the whole set of teeth, upper and lower, then you know, oh, that's where you're talking about. And then the foot symbol. The foot symbol by itself actually means stopping, because we have another word that means walking. We have 3 strokes slanted above this foot symbol. That means spatially you're changing. You can see by the 3 strokes, it means you're moving through space. But without it, means you're not moving, it's stopping. And stopping either like you as the first person stopping, or you to prevent something else from moving. So it's kind of a stopper there, like stop, standing still, or make something standing still. So the teeth, visual representation of a whole set of teeth, plus the stopping sign, together, it means the teeth, either single or the whole collection of teeth. Chinese doesn't specify quantity, doesn't do the singular versus plural form at all. So you can interpret it as the whole set of teeth or single teeth. So I guess this stopping means teeth is kind of the gate to your body, right? You have to get through the teeth for food to get inside you. So this stopping probably means this is kind of serves as a stopping the gate to your body, to your digestive system. So stopping whatever the outside that you don't want to eat, you don't want to chew on from entering. Okay, that's my explanation there. And teeth paired with a ling. Apparently this ling is also a sound maker, but ling actually means following the order. If we talk about teeth, in this combination of concept of age is because ancient times is how can you tell a person's age? Not by the wrinkles, but by the teeth. So I guess contemporary dentistry probably have such a lesson of how to tell a person's aging through the teeth condition, right? And so Chinese even coined that into their expression of age. That's the main age telltale sign by looking at the teeth. And then the right side, the following order, that probably means for a person to age appropriately, kind of like an age appropriate way of passing through life. That is kind of like a following the order, the sequence, the seasons of life. And this following order made of this triangle thing. So there is this top-down structure. I'm not sure if ancient language creators actually know the hierarchy of society represented, or somebody visualize that as a pyramid shape to represent hierarchy, right? Only one on the tip, and then the governing structure look like that. I mean, I'm pretty sure in reality it's not exactly that, but we just super simplify it as a triangle shape. So that shows you a society structure. And then the bottom is a side view of a hunched over person actually sitting on top of their heel. So heel sitting was apparently a common practice back then, before the invention of chairs. Chair is ergonomic design came afterwards. At the beginning, people sit on their heels. They can sit, I would imagine, they could at least sit through meetings or sit through dining. So this side view looks like this is the head portion, and this is the verticalized sole of the heel. I mean, the sole of the foot, and this is the heel, right? And then this is the calves, the kneecap, and the butt, the back, torso, and this is probably the hand, kind of a sideways holding there. That shows the kind of a posture of an obedient people. So here, if we represent a society, we represent a crowd, and the bottom represent the individuals, like how that posture look like. That means obedience. So obedience in the crowd, that means following the order. And I especially pull out this one because all of a sudden I realized, okay, this Ming and this Ling actually just one part difference, which is the mouth symbol. And when I put them together, it starts to make sense, because in Chinese, we have an expression that combine the two. This one is called the Ming. This one is called the Ling. You see the sound-wise, they sound similar as well. And visual representation, there are only one icon difference. So the Ming actually means somebody who is giving the order with the mouth symbol over there. The mouth symbol, again, the box up to the corner, just like this mouth symbol full of teeth. So this mouth symbol is a particular mouth, okay? It means the emperor's mouth, because who can give the order to the rest of the population in this hierarchy is the top of the guy, the tip of that pyramid. So this means giving the order, and this means receiving the order. That you have to hunch over, look like that. And because this means have the mouth symbol, that means some authority giving the decree, right? Decree, you can or cannot do something. And this hunch over person is already embedded in there. So this is like order giving, order receiving under this hierarchical structure of the society. And that actually means destiny, like receiving the order. You have your prescribed destiny in life. That's Chinese way to say how is a destiny, because probably people regard them coming to their life serving as a role to following the order of life. And in that sense, I mean, it's the mouth symbol is probably not just one single person, the ruler. It's your life, like unseen prescription of your life's script. that's destiny. And when Ming going side by side with Ling, Ming, Ling together, it means order. So simply order giving, order receiving, two parts combined together. Okay, so Ling, again, it means order receiving, right? That means age appropriate, receiving the order from your age. And this age came from this T symbol. That's how you tell somebody is aging by T's. Okay, girl in this sense, I translate as a girl, 女. Okay, in Chinese, contemporary Chinese, we just put man, woman as 男女. But in ancient Chinese, this 女 in particular means unmarried woman, means somebody's daughter, means that person, that girl is not married, therefore not pregnant, not ever having their own children yet. So this is a potential marriageable material, right? With whom you can make her the mother of your child. So this is a potential mother. It's not giving birth yet. Okay, so this girl, this daughter image was made of, I guess, two legs somehow, and with the hand folded in front of you, showing the obedience of how a married daughter is supposed to look like. And with, I guess this is kind of a hip and the torso. It's abstraction, so it probably can trace back to originally how the language in the 2D form depict how a woman's body and behavior looks like. So this is more behavior, and this hip thing is more body. So two features to define, that's the gender, the girl. Not only gender, but also marital status and childbearing status is unmarried and birth-giving girl. So big age girl means they pass their prime, supposedly prime of birth-giving age, childbearing age. And by coin such a expression, it already shows the Chinese have a moral judgment of such a girl. And just like in English, has spinster, unmarried woman. And normally spinster in English pull up an image of older woman that never got married, never have children, live alone, probably with cats, right? Kind of an old age woman. But in Chinese, 大龄女 is a cultural judgment on women passing a certain age. They are still available. They're not married, therefore available. And they probably pull themselves on market, or they probably not interested of getting married or hurried to getting married anytime soon. They just live their life, enjoying their life because they're economically independent. They're probably well educated. They don't have a need to get married to live in a society. And societal judgment of such women, like, you could have become a mother, you could have produced the next generation, you could help with the population collapse of this country. I mean, CCP instilled this on themselves, brought this onto themselves by installing one-child policy, right? Kind of a halving, not even halving, because before that generation, it was like 4 or 5. My grandparents' generation was 4 and 5 children in a household. I mean, even my mom's generation is a generation that lived through one-child policy. Like, they are the childbearing generation that was told by the government you cannot have more than one. And you can see the effect of that is showing in 2023 now. There is this demographic shift of this overall aging of the society, because people are living longer. The older age ones are heavier on the spectrum of age distribution, and the younger ones are, less produced, less reproduction on the front end. So the whole weight of the age weight distribution of the society is tilting toward the older age. And so we can see the societal pressure on women who pass their child, who kind of waste this national resource, right? As somebody who can reproduce but they refuse to get settled. They refuse to get married or giving birth to child. So they kind of like become a societal targeted group as somebody who is kind of betraying or not complying with the societal expectations. And I just put in here to show one of the media, from the media publication, that 8 numbers till today still remain single, unmarried, big age or older age, or bigger than expected marriage age, female stars. So they are celebrities in China, almost like a poster child for this group of people who refuse to settle. I mean, 大龄 in English is spinster, right? Older woman. But you see here, 大龄女 representation in Chinese pop culture. Pick out the pretty-faced celebrities that look still their prime age, but already Chinese would label them as they are the ones who refuse to settle or something like that, right? So it kind of like targeted them for their personal choice. So that's that in Chinese. Catching to the currency of thinking about one word today with Sophie. See you another day.